But I just want to talk a little bit today about some of the cool stuff that you can get your family involved in. A lot of the times we see it's guys collecting, right? It's the dad, the husband, a single guy, whatever. You get a little bit older and typically, start having a family, and your kids come along, and sometimes they want to do stuff with you, and sometimes they don't, right? Right? People like to collect stuff, so I got this actual Celine jacket. I've got some other clothing items. One of the first things I found was very interesting was inside the actual collector's guide, if you would call it, in portions of the Foxbody recognition guide. If you don't have one of those, I'll show you what that is as well. So if you don't have one of these, this is the Foxbody Mustang Recognition Guide, 1979 to 1993. I'm sorry if there's a lot of glare. This ring light I'm using is super bright. But this book is really cool. And inside of it, it obviously tells all about the Foxbody Mustang. It starts at the beginning and works its way through. But it's really neat because at the end of each section, so like right here, we're at I don't know what years this is because it doesn't say. 1980, okay? But at the end of each year in the chapter, you've got this Fox Collectibles section, okay? The Fox Collectibles are model cars, Hot Wheels, sometimes it's posters, maybe some dealer stock options, advertising that Ford did. Sometimes it's clothing. Sometimes it's, lots of different things, but those are things that you don't have to own a car to be in the business of the Foxbody world. And I don't mean the business as far as making money. I just mean the business of, I'm not just sitting from the outside looking in going, oh man, I wish I had one of those, or I wish, this, I wish that. You can be involved with Foxbody Mustangs without owning a Foxbody Mustang. And that's one thing that I think is cool, is that you can do it with these kind of things. Well, another really neat thing about this book, and what's really driving these prices up, are these are serialized, very collectible. You can see right here, all right? This is a serialized book, one of 5,000. This is number 4,366, this book. All right, so if you don't have one of these, pick one up, maybe even two. The prices on these are going up, up, up. Another amazing book. If you are into Foxes, if you're into Mustangs, if you're into Foxbody Celines, any type of Celines, you need this book. This book is from 1984 to 2003 when it was finished produced. Obviously, they're still making the Celine Mustang today in 2021, but this book was made back then. But it is a really, really awesome collaboration between enthusiasts and people that worked for Celine and Steve Celine himself and some of the other people in the company. So amazing book. And these are full color, big, huge articles, lots of great pictures. There is a whole section on this car, the SSC, which I'll show you. I think it is pretty neat. Speaking of collectibles, here's another collectible, a jacket. Owners only jackets. If you can find those, they are worth some money these days, and they're really cool. I have the original jacket. This was an original owner car I bought it from, and it came with the jacket that the guy had, as well as some other really cool stuff like the original buyer's information, sticker, paperwork, all that good stuff. There's this Celine SSC, all the details, and it goes into all the stuff about the car. It tells you things you probably wouldn't know otherwise unless you're really, really, really seriously been into this stuff and following and had some of these cars. So great way to learn and a great way to get your kids involved. So my son and actually my daughters really like this stuff, whether they wear it or not, as far as the clothing and the gear and that kind of stuff. They like looking at it and going through it, and they like to see what the values are of it. It's funny because like this book, right? I found one of them online and I bought it for like $30 or $40 and couldn't find another one. And, so now if I went on eBay, they're selling for anywhere from maybe $150 up. I've seen some for $600 and $700. I don't know that they're selling for that yet, but I know people have paid at least $150 to $200 personally that I know for these books. And, if you're a Foxbody guy, I've been in it for a while, like I have, for well over 20 years, this is something that you've probably just had laying around the shop and you're going, oh, where's that copy? And is it still in any good condition, or does it have oil and crap all over it? Even if it does, still an awesome book. But give that to your kids. Flip through the pages. Teach them a few basics. My son can tell you what year the 4I's from. It's a 79 to 86, and then it's 87 to 93. And he's like, that's the Aero car. And he'll see those when we go to a car show, or maybe if we're lucky rolling down the road, and he'll point out and he'll say, oh, that's that car. And I'll say, well, what kind is it? And he's like, oh, I got to look at the front, or I need to see what the sail panels are on it, or if it's, if it has those or doesn't have them, and all those little things. And that's the stuff that really grabs kids, because they want to be a part of it, and they can't drive yet, right? They can't own a car, so give them something. And it's this kind of stuff. One of the other things that I like, I'll do some more videos on this because I think it's going to be very relevant to people, is collectible patches. There's a lot of vintage patches, not just Ford, but just different race stuff. This car was the first, and a very cool feature of it is the Monroe adjustable end cap suspension. Inside here, I'm not going to lower the lift and all to show you, but I'll show you later, is their little dial, and it's 3-position, and it adjusts the suspension on the front of the car so you can actually change the stiffness when you're driving, which is really cool. And so being able to know those kind of things as a kid is very neat, because then they can tell other people that are maybe car guys that don't know those kind of things. So they learn them in the books, they experience it, and they're kind of part of it. They don't just have to work on, changing out the spark plugs, or, replacing the fuel system or something like that you might be doing as an experienced guy working on your car. And then even my wife likes it from an artistic perspective. She's a 5th-generation artist and likes these kind of things. She wants to know more about the design and the concepts. She enjoys the seeing of the decals and how they were designed, and the graphics, and how to get that fixed and how to reproduce those kind of things. And what are some of the other design implements of the car, like the interior, the seats, and then the combinations of however the colors match. So it's very neat how you can think about it outside the box and get your whole family involved. Because me personally, I don't know about you guys, I want my family to be around. I don't want to just go off on my own on the weekend and all the time having to go do my own thing, and they're kind of left behind. I don't probably think that creates a lot of good family time. It's great when they want to go to a car show, or they want to go and help out with doing something, with buying or selling a car, or picking up a car, or repairing a car, or going somewhere and just going for a ride. And then you're also bringing up that next generation of younger folks that really want to go and learn about these cars and keep that excitement alive for the Foxbody Mustang. Please subscribe to the channel. We want to grow amazing content. We have some awesome ideas. Brandon and I are going to be doing some really fun stuff. We're not going to just do the normal same old. And so we hope you subscribe, hit that alert, and if you do, I promise we'll respond to your comment. If you comment, I subscribed on the YouTube channel, I'll respond. And we're going to be doing some unique giveaways between now and Christmas. So please do that. Make sure you're subscribed so you can get in those giveaways. I love old clocks. So this is an old neon Ford clock, and it has a date on the back. Pretty sure it's from the 60s. I can't remember exactly when, but these are the kind of things, got an old Shelby porcelain sign there that people really like. And obviously they're going for, some of them, stupid money these days. I follow some stuff like, if you're not on the Live Auctioneer, it's a website. It's really cool. And you can set alerts and find things like that. Here's a couple more signs I got. These are legit porcelain signs. They're not the 10 reproduction signs. It's fine if you have those, not really an issue. I think that the 10 reproduction signs gets you, stuff to decorate your garage with and stuff like that. That's not a problem. But it's nice to have the original, real deal vintage porcelain signs, or the actual clocks and things like that. So I encourage you guys to pick up some of those, enjoy them, watch the prices go up. Everything in Foxbody world is going up. It's not just the cars, it's accessories, it's parts, it's all kind of stuff. So if you can get your hands on some of that stuff, do it. It's more fun than just buying a car, and that's all you got to work with. So if you can do that, do it. And do it with your family, do it with your kids, and have fun doing it, because getting other people involved, that's the real way to carry on this business of being involved in the car world and having fun. We will see you real soon.